Hey there, everybody. I'm CCP Dolan here with Apathetic Brent, bringing you M.I.F versus Agony Empire. And guess what we got, guys? Super exciting, fast-paced, crazy match. Look at the. Oh wait, no, it's gonna be two Tinker setups with Dominixes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Well, Dominixes went unbanned. They're a popular pick. We've got, interestingly, a shield dummy from Agony versus a armor dummy from M.I.F. So
It's good to see the diversity.
yeah, it's.
I mean, these two teams are very diverse. But you know what's really good up against Dominix's?
What?
Jammers.
Yeah,
Very, very
well,
good.
to be fair, jammers are quite good against a team that has 7 people.
That's true. Maybe we'll get super lucky and the Widows brought like nothing but green jammers. There you go. Every single jam they have on the Proteus, that should be match over right
Galente jammers all day.
all day. They brought Dommies, we're bringing Widows.
Whoa! Okay, so here's the trick of this setup. If this Tango gets crushed in an instant,
Yeah, if they one-shot this, then it's over.
yeah, he's actually
Proteus-
losing. He looks like he's losing just a little bit of shield every time he reps. Now he's back to full. Okay.
At least he's moving.
Yeah.
You'll notice that the two Widows and one of the Dominixes and the Vulture have 0 velocity. Every single jam these Widows have dedicated to that Proteus, and he is still repping. But the good thing is, as soon as a jam finally lands, the Vengeance will die, then nothing will happen for 8 minutes.
Well, here's the thing. The Vengeance dying gives a 4-point advantage to Agony Empire. But if nothing dies this match, for instance, the Proteus has a infinite ECCM just can't be jammed.
Right.
M.I.F. walked onto the field with significantly smaller attack bar, so if it goes to tie-dye and then beyond 7.5 times the speed of EVE Online, it will be Agony Empire taking the win based on purely their attack bar. But really, it's sort of just a dice roll here. Will someone's tank randomly break because they didn't turn on their hardeners, or will someone
Right.
overheat their booster, or any number of little tiny mess-ups could happen. But if those mess-ups don't happen, both
Yes.
these teams survive till the end of this
Well,
match.
and we've got Agony Empire going through, testing the tank of the Damnation. Very wise choice. Kill 2 tells me that most Damnations in a tourney setting are actually shield tank with blasters, so you got to try it. But so far, nothing is given. That Proteus will not jam. It will not be jammed. Looks like they may have switched back to the Vengeance. What's really surprising is, okay, there we go. I do see a target painter effect, but onto the M.I.F team, but I have not seen a target painter effect onto the Agony team.
Yeah, so the great thing about the M.I.F team. So the great thing about the M.I.F team is that they apply nearly all of their potential DPS. The problem is that it's so small. You can see there the absolute minuscule attack bar for the M.I.F team.
Yep. And, I mean, if it stands to reason that if the Proteus hasn't been jammed, the Widows don't have a lot of jammers, which means that the Widows have plenty of tanks, so we don't have to worry too much about one of them dying. The target painter for Agony Empire is back on the M.I.F Vengeance, and we'll see if maybe they're able to get enough damage to do something here. But it's a pretty slow match. At some point, something will happen, though.
Unfortunately, Brent, I have to tell you some bad news. I think those Widows are shooting off the drones of the opposing team. If this becomes just drone trading, eventually only 2 Widows will be able to do DPS.
So Agony Empire wins.
No, yeah, well, yes, Agony Empire would win.
Unless they didn't bring enough missiles.
Unless they didn't bring enough missiles. But then even if they don't bring enough missiles, the attack bar is larger for Agony Empire when they entered the field. So they will still win if this goes. So basically, this has been handed off to M.I.F. Kill something before all your drones die, or you lose.
Yes.
This is one of the things that you have to expect when you walk in with a drone tinker. If your drones die, your EHP might be infinite. You might be able to rep forever. But you only have
Cat
so large of a
boosters.
drone hull.
You can only run your cat. I mean, So there's an okay. We can actually talk about something constructive here. There's a limited capacity of drones if they're being killed. Drones have an infinite amount of ammo, but if you kill those drones, they don't come back. The dummies have 3 sets of heavy drones apiece, whether it be all curators, bouncers, guards, ogres, berserkers, what have you. They only have 3 sets and then some change. Widows only have a finite amount of missiles that they can bring to the field, and once those are gone, they're gone. Cap boosters, all these energy transfers that people need to keep these huge reps that they have. I mean, if you look at the blue on the defense bar, that shows EHP. Okay, we have newts onto the Tengu, so somebody's actually doing something intelligent here. Newting is a great way to break a Tinker setup. But the blue bar on the defense is the potential EHP that they have that includes their base shield armor structure amount plus the average resistance, okay? The purple bar is how much they can potentially rep, which I'm going to be really happy if that Tengu goes down. Now we're in newt range for both teams. This is what we want to see. This is going to promote quicker action. We've got heavy newts going on. We've got jams being spread to different ships, which is kind of silly. I think that if you were going to jam anything other than the Proteus, you should jam the Oneros. Try to get the energy transfer off there. Jam a Dami or something, get the energy transfer off. So that all kind of makes sense. Newt the Damnation. That way you can turn links off, and then you have a chance of one-shotting that Vengeance. But spreading the jams around, and it's amazing to me that Proteus was never jammed for the entire match, and we'll see what happens. So.
Yeah, exactly. M.I.F. realized they were in not a great position. They had to make something happen, or else they were going to lose due to our ultra overtime rule. So they've come in here, started a close fight, but still nothing is breaking. I have to wonder if M.I.F. walked in after they had lost too many drones. You can see here there's bunch of drones on the field, bunch of rep drones.
The attack bar is tiny now.
Yeah.
It's a tiny attack bar. So this is one of those cases where it is a good idea to shoot at Dami's drones. Usually it isn't because you'll die and they'll just set out a new set. Newting just the Tengu is not that effective. You want to newt the Vulture as well because you want to be able to get the links turned off. And with 3 Dominixes, they should have, at a minimum, 3 heavy newts. So 2 on the Vulture, 1 on the Tengu, 2 on the Tengu, 1 on the Vulture, something like that. But honestly, I mean, Agony Empire, if it keeps going the way it is, Agony Empire should be able to take this match.
Yeah, and you can see here, every time M.I.F. reloads their ancillary armor repairs, their active rep just goes off the charts.
Yep.
They are just rocking it every single time. Some damage coming in this Proteus. We have to see if his AR can hold. Perhaps maybe he's lost some cap transfers or something here.
Yeah, and that's actually a good idea, and I'm surprised that I didn't mention it at the very beginning. Jam all 3 Damis. If you get successful jams, that means that that's 3 large cap transfers that are going to be turned off, and the Proteus will not be able to keep its tank up for very long.
Yeah, exactly.
There are some very angry people at Hydra right now that are mad that I didn't come up with that until just now.
But you can see here the Proteus is clawing back. He's reloaded his AAR. He's got all his resist turned on, perhaps potentially even overheated for a while there to get him back safe. And he's fighting around in mid-armor. If he holds, he only has to hold for 2 more minutes. So here's the big advantage that Agony Empire has. I think the Widow is much stronger. Their smaller ship comp allows them to pre-lock everything. Ooh, Proteus is getting kind of low.
Kind of low.
Their smaller comp allows their logistics to lock more and will survive better at 7.5x the speed of regular EVE
The
Online.
Agony Empire team?
Yeah.
There's also the fact that the shield reps they happen at the beginning of the cycle rather than that Proteus is so low.
Whoa.
So low.
He's reloaded, though. You can see every time he has to reload is the big problem.
The thing is he's got 3 reps in his low slots.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just one. There he goes! Finally!
Boom.
Okay,
wow.
we lose the Proteus. Agony Empire are going to take this match. Everything on the M.I.F. side is dead. Thank the Lord.
They can just coast to victory here. Wow, you could see there, and he was actually all of their active repair. There were absolutely no active reps on any of the Damis, the Damnation, the Oneros, any of those. Everything was with that Proteus.
Which is a good call, because when you have such strong repping power as the Proteus brings, just max out your resistances in the lows. It gives you extra power grid for the high slots to get more newts on. That was a really good move. Jam out the Dominixes. That way they're not able to energy transfer to the Proteus. This is probably the most embarrassing moment of my life that I didn't think of that earlier.
And you can see here, absolutely, you see all 3 M.I.F. Dominixes. None of them are running ECCM because why ECCM a Dominix? Unless you have to run a cap transfer. That if it goes down on all of your Dominixes, you lose your logistics ship and the match. 20 seconds left in this match. We saw there how you can slow play a Tinker team, but how Tinkers just sometimes fall apart over time.
Yep.
Like,
well, and it's really good technical piloting by Agony that they were able to come to the realization, hey, we jam out the Dommies, they're going to lose the cap transfers, the Proteus will eventually go down.
Yep, absolutely. And as the time runs out, that's going to be Agony Empire advancing through the losers bracket, M.I.F. going home. We'll throw it back to CSP Soundwave and the guys in the studio.
Yep.